Hello guys and welcome back to the course. In this video, we're going to be learning about MetaTrader 4. We're going to be practically learning how to use MetaTrader 4 for entering trades, for market analysis, and also we're just going to learn everything that you need to know in order to start using MetaTrader 4 as a professional, okay? So what you were supposed to do before now is go into your broker platform and then download the MetaTrader 4 software for Windows or for Mac, depending on what PC you're using. Okay, so when you download it, you install it, and then you're going to appear on a page like this. Now, this is IC Market. Remember, I said we'll be using IC Market. Okay, so this is a demo account I have opened with IC Markets. When you open your MetaTrader 4, you're going to come on a page like this, asking you to log in, asking you to put in your login, and then you put in your email. So when you create the demo account from your broker, you'll be given a login. Okay, your login will be something like this, and then you also be given a password. Okay, so if you're not sure of this, just check your email. If it's IC Market you've used, just check your email, and you should be sent the login and password, okay? And you also be notified what server to use, because here where it says server, you're going to have a number of options. So you have to choose the correct server to be able to log into your account. Okay, so you can also save account information for logging in later, or you can uncheck it if you don't want to, but I suggest you leave it like this. So you just click login, and then yeah. Then now we are logged in. Now you see the account is $1,200. Then you will be brought into a page like this. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to open a trade. We're going to open a trade. That's the first thing we're going to do. So in order to open a trade, just come here where it says new order. Click on new order. And then now you see that this is the interface for opening a trade. You can see symbol, which signifies the currency pair you're using. Now, we are going to open a trade on Euro USD, but there are many other options based on your broker. Okay, we're using Euro USD. Okay, and then here it says volume. Now, volume is the lot size. Okay, now I just want you to use 0.02. You just use 0.02. It's just a test. We are not doing any analysis. We are not doing anything. We just 0.02, and then we for stop loss, you just leave it the way it is, and for take profit, you just leave it the way it is. For comments, you just put first trade. Okay, first trade, and then you see it says buy or sell. So I'm just going to buy the market. Okay, so now you see we are now in the trade. I didn't do any analysis. This trade is not a sensible trade. It's just for demonstration purposes. Okay, so now as you can see, we have opened our first trade, and our first trade is running. It's running at minus $0.62. So we're just going to hold it. From here, you can see this interface, and then what I want you to do is just come here where it's a GBP USD. Just close this and just leave one. Okay, for me, I'm going to leave Euro USD, on which we open the trade. So I'm just going to leave one, and I'm going to expand it. So when you expand it, you see this is what we can see. Okay, this is what we can see, and you can see this line signifying the place we entered our trade. Okay, so now this signifies where we entered our trade. This signifies our trade. As you can see, our trade is running, it's going up, it's going down. And what I want you to do right now is right click. Okay, when you right click on your chart, just right click on an empty space, and you will then see these options. What I want you to do is come on properties, and when you come on properties, now these are the properties of the chart. Okay, these are the properties of the chart, and you can edit the properties of the chart based on what you want, to work with. Okay, now for this place, it says background. Now it's on black. You can make the background white. As you can see, you will be seeing the preview here. Okay, you can make the background white, or you can make the foreground. Let's make the foreground black, and then the background white. Let's leave this like this, bar up. Okay, let's make bar up black and see what we have. let's make bar up and bar down black. Okay, now these are the outlines of the bars. Okay, now this bull candle is the color that a buy candle will have. Let's just make this white. Okay, now the buy candles will have a white color, and then for the bear candles, let's make this black. So this is what we have so far. So the bullish candles or the buy candles are white, and then the bearish candles or the black candles or the sell candles rather will be black. Okay, then we have this. You can leave it like this, and volumes. Now volumes are these things you see under. They signify the volume in the market. Axe line, stop loss levels. Yeah, let's just leave everything like that. And when you come to common, you can see that it gives us even more options. Okay, now we can choose whether to use a bar chart. When we choose bar charts, you can see how our charts turn to. Okay, we are going to come to this also in the future. And then when you choose candlesticks, you see it's the normal candlesticks that we've been working with. And then when you choose line charts, it's turned to a line chart. Okay, so let's just choose candlesticks, and then let's click on show axe line. Let's show period separators, and then let's uncheck show grids. Okay, we don't want to see grids, and let's just leave volumes. We don't want to see volumes. Okay, and let's hit OK. Now when we hit OK, you can see that our chart then transforms to what we can see right now. Now I want us to just come, right click, and go to indicator lists. When we go to indicator list, we'll be able to see all the indicators that have been loaded on our charts. We are going to learn about indicators in our further lessons, but for now, just know that indicators are tools that help you analyze the market. They give you entry and exit points in the market. Okay, so for these indicators, let's just delete them. So select and delete, select and delete. You can delete, you can edit. When you edit, it gives you the interface of the indicator where you can put in the values you want. But for now, we're just going to delete them. Let's delete every indicator. So we can see all the indicators have been deleted, and let's hit close. Now you can see we have a clean chart. We have a clean chart. Okay, you can use these buttons to zoom out and this to zoom in. Okay, as you can see, our trade is still running. Our trade is still running. This is the order number. This is the time we placed the trade. This is the type of trade, which is a buy trade. This is the size of the trade, which is the lot size. This is the symbol, which is Euro USD. This is the price we entered at, the specific price we entered at. And then this is the stop loss level. Remember, we have no stop loss. We have no take profits. Then this is the current price the market is on. This is the commission the broker charges you. And then this is swap. Swap only counts when your trade lasts overnight. Okay, so that's the concept of swap. And then I remember we had a comment. Okay, we had a comment, but I can't see the comment. So all you need to do is to come here, right click, and then just, you see where it says comments, just click comment. Now you see that our comment section have been opened, and we can see our comments here. First trade is the comment. We can use these to just adjust the sizes. And as you can see, our trade is in profit. It's in profit. But remember, we didn't make any analysis. This is just a random trade. And of course, we're going to learn how to make analysis better. So just right click. When you right click, just come to templates and then save template. Now when you hit on save template, it's going to open an interface for you to save a template. So you're going to give the template, let's make it first template. Okay, and then save. Now what we've saved is our settings. Okay, the settings of our chart, what we just did here. Okay, the adjustments we just did here are what we've saved as a template. So wherever we come, let's say we open another chart. Let's just come here, Euro CHF, and then let's hit chart window. Now you can see that this is another chart, and this is not the template we saved. This is not what we have in the previous chart. So if we want to have exactly what we have here on this chart, all we need to do is to come here, right click, then go to templates, and then we can see our templates here. Now this first template is the one we just saved. So when you click first template, you can see that everything transforms to what we have on Euro USD. Okay, so that's the concept of templates. I just thought you should know. Templates are very important. They will save you a lot of stress. Okay, so that's the first thing. Now we've opened our first trade. We've created a template. Okay, so now I just want to show you a little way of modifying your trade. We call it the one-click trading. Okay, so let's assume, okay, this is a buy trade and we want to put a stop loss. We want the stop loss to be at this point. Okay, at this point, we want to take profit to be at this point. All you need to do is to come and drag downwards. Now, as you drag downwards, you can see that we're having stop loss at -$5. So when we leave it, you can see that we now have the stop loss here. When we drag this, you can see that we now have a take profit here. Okay, and we can see that we have a take profit at $8, and we have a stop loss at $5. That's just a little way of modifying, or a quick way of modifying your stop losses and take profits. I'm just going to right click and cancel stop loss. Click and delete stop loss. I don't want us to use any stop loss for this, just an example. Even if we lose the trade, it doesn't mean anything. So that's it for now. And the next thing I want us to look at is the menu bar. Now this is the menu bar. Okay, this is the menu bar, and if you come on the menu bar, you see the first option here. It says file. Okay, so file is just like file in many other softwares. I'm very sure you've used other softwares. These are your first software, and you know where when you see file, you can see options like save, you can see options like close, you can see options like new chart in this case. Okay, you can see options like open offline, open deleted. Okay, so you can open deleted charts. You can close particular. Okay, I think you can actually close particular. Give me a minute. You see, we've been able to close the chart, so you can close particular chart with that close option. But we don't want to close this chart, so open charts and back to templates. First template. One other thing you can do is when you have your chart here, as you can see here is Euro USD, here is USD CHF. As you keep opening charts, they keep gathering under here. So you can just drag them in place to bring Euro USD to the front. Okay, so that's one of the things you should know. Now, these are the options you can get on the file menu. You can use profiles. Profiles will save certain currency pairs as a profile. So that's the use of profiles. They save certain currency pairs as a profile. So you can open them up later on. But this is something you should look at on your own. It's nothing too important for now. And of course, you know what close does. You save as, save a picture, open an account. When you click open an account, it takes you to the broker site to open an account. Okay, when you click on login to trade account, it opens the interface for you to log in into an existing account, whether a demo account or a live account. And you can log into MQL5 community. MQL5 is a company that has produced this platform, this MT4 platform for traders. It's been around for so long, for very long, and they have a community, they have a website. Okay, now you can use this to actually access the website, and we can print setup, we can print preview, we can do a lot of things. Nothing is too important here for now. Now on view, you can see languages. You can choose what language you want to view the software in. Okay, and toolbar, you can see market watch, data center, navigator, terminal, strategy tester, charts. You can actually chat on the MQL5 community, and then full screen. All of these things we are going to look at. Okay, so I just want you to see the options that are on the menu bar. For inserts, we are able to insert things on our chart, be it indicators, be it objects like lines. horizontal lines, vertical lines, trend lines by angle. You can insert channels. All of these tools we are going to look at just shortly. Okay. Now Fibonacci, we are going to come into all these things. We're going to learn them very properly as we advance in the course. Okay. Now we have shapes, we have arrows, we have all of these other ones. We have texts. Okay. So for example, for text, when I click text, you'll be able to come and write a text. Let's say buy here. Click buy here. Okay, what's wrong? The text properties. Okay, name. That's just the name of the text actually. We also have to write the buy here for so that it appears here. Okay. So that's an example of a text. You can do your analysis and then just have texts about it that will help you remember what you did when, let's say, you come back later on. So if you right click, you can see that you can access these options. You can select all, unselect, delete. You can show text properties. You can show objects list. That's the list of all the objects on the chart. You can text properties. Of course, this is the name of the text, like you saw before. There's a text here. There's a font. There's a font size. There's a color. When you come here, you have other parameters like the time, the value, and so on and so forth. You have the visualizations where it shows on different time frames. Okay, and you choose the time frames where this text shows. For the other options on the menu bar, we have this chart option where you see where it controls what you see on the chart. So you can control things like objects. You can delete objects. You can select objects. You can choose whether to display a bar chart. Now this is an example of a bar chart. Okay, this is an example of a bar chart. Everything is displayed in form of a bar. Okay, you can use a candlestick chart. Most people use candlesticks. Okay, and then you can also use the line chart. This is an example of the line chart. Okay, for example, something like the candlestick chart, it gives you a lot of information. It gives you the prices for open, for close, for the highest and lowest in a candle. Now you have to understand that each of these candles represent a time frame. Okay, each of these candles represent a time frame. Presently, we are on the 1 hour time frame. We have a lot of time frames in Forex. Okay, we are on a 1 hour time frame, and it means each of these candles completes after 1 hour. So that's the concept of time frames. If we go on 4 hour time frame, in this 4 hour time frame, we need 4 1 hour candles to be able to form each of these candles. Okay, so it means it will take 4 hours for one candle here to form. When you go on a daily time frame, it takes the whole day for one candle to form here. It takes the whole day for one candle to form here. When you go on weekly candles, it takes one whole week for each candle to form here. When you go on monthly candle, monthly time frame, it takes a whole month for one candle to form here. So that's the concept of time frames. Okay, so we have the 1 minute time frame, which takes 1 minute for one candle to form. Okay, we have the 5 minutes, which takes 5 minutes for one candle to form. We have the 15 minutes, the 30 minutes, the 1 hour, and so on and so forth. So that's just the idea of time frames. We're going to work with this very well later on. And one thing you need to understand about time frames is that higher time frames tend to control the whole direction of the market, the overall direction, the bird eye picture of the market. Okay, so the higher time frames are the ones controlling the major direction of the market. So a lot of things might happen on the lower time frames. Okay, so let's say the higher time frame is telling you to buy. Okay, the higher time frame is telling you the market is on a bullish run. it's on the bullish run. The market is very bullish on the higher time frame. And you see lower time frames maybe selling. Okay, that's a normal phenomenon in Forex. That's a normal phenomenon. All you need to do is align yourself in such a way that you enter in the position of the higher time frame at the point of confluence. Okay, at the point where you feel or where your analysis show you that the market is going to realign to the direction of the higher time frame. So it means we should favor the higher time frames more because they control the overall direction of the market, the bird eye view of the market. That makes sense. We're going to come to this very much intensely in future lessons, but this is just so you understand the concept of time frames. Okay. Now we have tools. These are other options. We have tools. We have new order. You can create your new order like we saw before. You can go on History Center where you get access to historical data for backtesting and many other things. You can go on global variables. All of these are not too important, except if you want to use some other features. Like for example, the Metal Codes language editor. It's where you write codes for the Metal Codes language. Okay, you write codes and you load your indicators, custom indicators. You load your expert advisors, your EAs. All of these you will probably learn in your future dealings with Forex trading. So you can also see options here, many other things. We will just ignore this for now. Okay. Now for Windows, we can also see the options here. You can just check this on your own, and for help, you can check this on your own also. These are some of these. Most of these will lead you to the MQL5 website. Okay, so you can learn more about the whole things here. Now that's it for the menu bar. Okay, the next thing we're going to be looking at are tools. Now these are some of our tools here. We have this cursor, which is more of the selection tool. Now we use this to just move around, select charts, do a whole lot of things, select objects on our chart, and so on and so forth. We have this tool here, which is called the crosshair tool. Now this crosshair tool, it's just like a cross. It gives you the price in relation to the time. Now, if we have our crosshair tool at this point, by your right hand side, you can see it outlining the price here, and then on the lower part of the chart, you can see the date and the time of that price. So that's the work of the crosshair. And then you can also use the crosshair to measure pips. Remember, we spoke about pips in our past lecture. We can use the crosshair to measure pips, to measure points, and to calculate the number of candles. Okay, calculate the number of candles. Like for example, between this line and this line, this is what we call period separators. So this is one period. From here to here is one period. From here to here is one period. Each period signifies 24 hours. When the candles reach here, it will be at the end of this trading day. Okay. So now these are period separators. And as you can see, we are on the 1 hour time frame. So if we come on the crosshair tool, I just clicked on my center mouse button or mouse wheel to select the crosshair button, or the crosshair tool rather. That's another shortcut for selecting the crosshair. Instead of coming here to select, you can also click on your mouse wheel to select the crosshair tool. So when you come here and you drag from here to here, you're going to see 24. Okay, 24. It means there are 24 bars within this period, and you see we are on the 1 hour time frame. It means there are 24 candles. There are 24 1 hour bars to signify 24 hours, of course, in a day. Okay, so that's one thing you can use the crosshair tool to do. We come here to this tool. We call it the vertical line. Now this tool helps us to draw vertical lines so that we can analyze and do a whole lot of things. We have this, which helps us draw horizontal lines. And each of these two, when you double click on them, you see that they have been selected. Let's double click on them. Okay. And when you right click on them after double clicking, you see these options. Okay, this shows you the line properties, the color. You can change the color. You can change the thickness of the line. You can change the thickness of the line. You can change the color. You can change the style. Okay, you can change the value. You can write another value and then the line will edit. Let's assume we write 0.96670, which is this, and then click OK. We can then see that the changes have been updated and it's been brought here. Okay, and same also with this horizontal line, same options. We can have this line. This is another tool called the trend line tool. You can use it to draw lines which are not horizontal nor vertical. We can use it to draw lines at an angle. They are called trend lines. Okay, they are called trend lines. So we also have same options with this tool. So that's it for this tool. There are many other tools. We have this, which is the equidistant channel tool. I actually do not use this tool, but some people do. I don't find it important, but you can experiment with it to see if it's good for you. And then we have the Fibonacci retracement tool, which draws Fibonacci lines. I think we have to change the colors here. So let's come to Fibo properties, and then let's change the color to black so you can see everything. And let's just make the line thicker. Now when we click OK, you can see that this is now our Fibonacci line. Now the Fibonacci tool helps us to draw Fibonacci retracement levels. We are going to come to this in further lessons. Just know that the Fibonacci tool is a tool used in technical analysis to draw Fibonacci levels. We're going to come to learn about the Fibonacci tool more properly, so you know the principles behind the Fibonacci tool. But it's a very important tool. It's one of my most favorite tools. So just know it's a tool used in technical analysis. We're going to learn it. This is also the draw text tool, like we saw before. So you just have to come here and then make this, let's say, cell. Cell. Just copy this and have it here. And you can change the color. Let's change the color to this maroon, and then let's just change the font. Let's see, whatever font, just for demonstration purpose. Now you see this is our text. We can actually change the font size. Let's make this 20. You can see it looks bigger now. So that's it for the tools. Okay, I think we haven't checked some other ones. This is text label. These are arrows. Okay, these are arrows. Now we also use them for analysis. For example, this thumbs up, we can come here and just have it here. You see it's very little, very small. When we right click on it, on arrow properties, and then let's see, we make this the thickest and just make it okay. We can then see that the size has been increased. Okay, so all of these tools can actually help you in your analysis. It can actually help you in your analysis. So let's assume we've analyzed that the market is going to go up at this point. We can just have this tool to help us remember what we've analyzed. Okay, so that's this. We have many other tools. We have the stop sign tool. We have the thumbs down, the arrow up, arrow down, stop sign, the check sign. Okay, we have the left price button, the right price button. It gives us the price level. As you can see, when we move down or move up, it adjusts based on the price level we are currently at. That's it for the tools here, and we've covered the time frames. Remember, we've covered the time frames, different time frames. The higher time frames carry the bigger picture, the lower time frames carry the smaller picture. So that's just what you need to understand about time frames. Okay, now The next thing we're going to look at is the terminal. The terminal, and this is the terminal here. This is the terminal where we have the trade, we have other panels. We have other panels. Now the trade panel, like we looked at before, is where we see our current trades which are running. Okay, we see their profits or their losses. We see all the details we want to see about our current running trades, even though the pending orders we've created. Remember, we spoke about types of orders. We have the market orders, we have the pending orders. So the pending orders are the buy limit and buy stop orders. All of them will just be displayed here. Okay, all of them will just be displayed here, and then we're going to see the overall profit of the trades you are currently in. Okay, that's what you should understand about the trade terminal. So we have the exposure, which shows you your level of exposure based on the currency. Okay, based on the currency. Now this is Euro and USD. Then we have the account history, showing us the history of the trades we've placed on our account. When we right click, we can show all history. I think I have placed many other trades with this same account. We can show last 3 months. That's the history within the last 3 months. We can show last month. We can show custom period. We can show custom period. We can save report, so save as report. We can show taxes. We can show whatever we want to see. Okay, and we have news, where we tend to get forex news. Forex news. These are some important news that might help us, that might affect the market. Remember, we spoke about fundamentals. So some of these are fundamental news that you could take note of. But I personally do not use this site for news. I use other sites for news. We have the alerts. We have the mailbox. We have the market, the MQL5 market, where you can buy forex robots and forex tools, indicators, and so on and so forth. But we are not going to learn about indicators or robots or buying of these items for now, but you can access the MQL5 market directly from here. We have signals. You can subscribe to signals on the MQL5 market. So some of these signals you can try out, like this one. It says $30. I think it's monthly, $30. You pay $30 to get the signals from this trader, okay, every day. So we have articles where you read, you can learn more. You can learn more about forex and about the whole trading industry from these articles. We have the code base, the experts, the journal, where whatever you do is being recorded, and so on and so forth. All of these are not too important. The most important here is the trade tab, then probably the exposure, and then the account history. Okay, these are the most important for me. So that's it for the terminal. The next thing we're going to be looking at is what we call the navigator. Let's just drag this lower to create enough room. So we have the navigator. Now this is the navigator. Okay, this is the navigator. The navigator practically shows you your account, your indicators, your expert advisors, your scripts. Okay, so for the account, you can log in into an existing trading account. You can create a new account. When you right click here, you can open an account, log into trade account, log into WebTrader, log into MQL5, and register a virtual server. Now this is for those using forex robots to trade. You can use the MQL5 virtual servers to host your robots and have them trade for you 24/7. Then for the indicators, this shows you the indicators you have, both custom and follow-com. Okay, now close this indicator. Now for the expert advisors, this show you the expert advisors you have. These are some of the expert advisors I've been testing. I actually create expert advisors for myself and for other clients. Let's say, for example, I want to load this one. I can just drag it to the chart, and then you can see what we have here. So, but we're not talking about experts for now, or robots for now. So for scripts are also similar to expert advisors or robots, just that they just pass one instruction and that's all. They don't pass multiple instructions over and over again like robots. So that's it for the navigator. Okay, the next thing we're going to be looking at is the market watch. Now this is the market watch. All of these you can actually activate and deactivate them in your view menu, your view tab under the menu bar. So let's say we want to close the terminal. You just click here, you can see that the terminal is closed and we have enough room for our analysis and other things. Let's say we want to close the navigator. Let's click on navigator, Control N. Okay, so you can see that all we now have is our symbol, rather it's our market watch. Now for the market watch, what the market watch does is shows you all the symbols you have to trade, all the currencies you have to trade, the currency pairs you have to trade. Now these are not all the currency pairs, or these are not all the items your broker has made available for you to trade. In order to see all, you just have to right click and then come on show all. And when you show all, you can see that now we see everything that we can trade. We can trade commodities. You can see coffee here, I think. You can see wheat. We can trade commodities. We can trade metals. We can trade currencies. We can trade cryptocurrencies. We can trade stocks and so on and so forth, all depending on what your broker provides. Okay, so that's all that matters. As far as your broker provides them, you can have them here and trade them. But of course, for this course, we're sticking to currencies, right? And probably metals, maybe the gold spot, that's the gold. But the most important thing is to stick to currencies for now. Okay, so that's it. You can just right click and show all the items you have to trade. And when you right click, you can actually select one of these and then new order. Then it opens the order with the selected currency pair, and then you just have to plug in your volume and stop loss and whatever, and then buy or sell. You can also right click, then open new chart, then it opens the chart of that of the selected pair. Now you can click on tick chart, which shows the ticks. Okay, a tick is basically the smallest change in price. Okay, so no matter how tiny the change is in price, it's being recorded here, it's being shown here. You can see how the price changed from one price to another. So that's what the tick chart does. Now when you highlight on a pair here, you see the name, which is in this case USD Canadian dollar, and then you can see the calculation, which is forex. You can see the trade, which is full, whatever that means. And then when you come to depths of market, you can see that it shows you the prices, okay, which you can either buy or sell for that particular currency pair. I don't need it here, so I'm just going to close it. Now, you don't need all of these things to trade properly. You just need to know the basics of using the platform, and then as you continue trading, you're going to learn the platform even better. So you can hide all. If you hide all, everything is going to just hide. Okay, and then show you probably just this tree, and you can show all. You can hide all. You can show all. Okay, you can show the spreads. Now when we draw out this, you can see that these are the spreads. Now these are the spreads in points. Okay, remember I said my broker gives me very low spreads. Now the spreads are as low as 3 points, 0 points. Okay, this is 1 pip spread. We can enable many other things here. your ask prices, your bid prices, your high prices, your lowest prices, your highest prices and lowest prices, the time, okay, then many other things. But all we need is just the name of the currency pair and probably the bid and ask prices. We don't even need to see the spreads, but we can just leave it. So these are the most important things. All the others are not that important. That important. So that's it for the market watch. And what I want us to check next is the data window. Now this is the data window. The data window shows you the dates, the time, the open price of that pair, the high price, the lowest price, the close price, the volume of the pair, okay, the volume. Remember I spoke about volume, so it shows you the volume at that particular time. It also shows you things like indicators. Let's say we insert an indicator, let's see the accumulator. You will be able to see the indicator here and then the value of the indicator here. We don't need this, just delete indicator window and you can see it's deleted. So that's what the data window does. For each currency pair you log into, it shows you. Okay, and then the next thing to look at is the strategy tester. And the strategy tester helps you test robots, test your strategies, your indicators, and so on and so forth. We're not going to be looking at the strategy tester for now because this is not an EA class, it's not a robot class. But if you want to learn more about it, I have a course on creating forex trading robots without coding. Okay, so you can check out the course and learn more about the strategy tester and how to automate your strategies. That's turn your strategies into trading robots. Okay, so that's it for everything so far. Okay, we haven't looked at other things here. We haven't looked at some of these options here. Now, when you look at here, you'll be able to choose templates. Remember, we spoke about templates. Which are, this is the first one we created, the first template. I think this one needs that template. So when you just come here, you can see that the template has been applied. Now this shows you our time frames, the selected time frame. This shows you the indicators you can apply. So you can add indicators here. All of these are just shortcuts. Now this option you see here gives you some space, some room for analysis. Okay, so you can so that you don't just have everything choked up like this. You can use this to create extra room, and you can also use this icon here or this tool here to actually determine how big the space you want. So you can have it this big, you can have it this big, so you can do your analysis here, but I personally prefer to keep it just this far. Okay, that's it for that. And then this other option is an auto scroll. So when you have it checked, and then okay, let's just have it unchecked for now, and then just go back in history. Let's just have it unchecked and then go back in history and go back in history, and let's just have it checked so you see what happens. So you see it has brought us back to the present thing happening. So that's it. That's what it does. It just takes you back. It might be annoying sometimes, but also helpful at some times. Okay, so that's it for this icon. Now this other one is called the cascade. The cascade it just helps us to arrange our charts, our different charts in this manner. Okay, we can also drag them, just arrange them how we want. You can add more charts and then just arrange everything the way we want here. Okay, but this one gives us the best way of arranging them equally, but we don't need it for now. We just have to double click here to expand the chart. Now we have this other one, which is of course the zoom out, and this one the zoom in. Okay, I think it's time to close our trade. So when we come on Ctrl T, which is for terminal, we can just drag here and then close our trade like this. So as you can see, we've closed our trade, and the profit has been added to our balance. Now, as you can see, we have made $1.36 on this trade, and it has been added to our balance. So for this auto trading, this is you enable or disable this to enable or disable automated trading. That's using robots to trade, but we don't need this for now. This is for trading signals. This is for virtual hosting. This is the MetaQuotes language editor I showed you before. You can create a new and then just choose what you want to create. Is it an expert advisor? Is it a custom indicator? Is it a script? Is it a library? But this is just far not what you want to start learning for now. Okay, but of course I know how to use this. I write codes also. So let's just give this a random name and just new whatever, finish. You can see that it then opens an interface where we can start writing codes for our trading robot, but this is just bullshit. Nothing we want to mess with for now. Just close this and close this. Now this so far is what we have, and as you can see, we've been able to dissect the MQ or the MT4 platform, and now you can start using the platform to make trade analysis and of course trading decisions on your own. As we advance in the course, we're going to learn how to use each of these tools even better. We're going to learn how to analyze, and we're going to get very conversant with the whole ideas here. Now that's it for this video. In the next video, we're going to be learning about the TradingView platform. Hope to see you there. Bye.